Welcome back to another video here with me. Sorry for the not so consistent uploads of recent, but we are back, and it's time for the D2 cutoff race for the round of 6 to make the championship 4. I am locked in at this point into the next round because I won Watkins Glen, which you guys did not see because it wasn't an amazing race. There wasn't any good replays. I didn't record because of power issues, but all that aside, we're in the cutoff race. Me and Tanuki, me and the 11, we're the two that are locked in. Everyone else is fighting for it. You will see the 43 is subbing for the 27. They didn't have a 27 scheme for some reason. And then Henry will also be here. So they're both looking to be in the playoffs. But you got to see who makes it in. So like, subscribe, all that, and we're going to go right into this video. So I don't even know if I said. You could probably tell by what it looked like in the intro and the title. We are at Vegas. Again, the cutoff race to make the championship 4. I start in P4 because I didn't have a very great qualifying. But that's kind of reminiscent to how it was my first race here at Vegas. I immediately make it 3 wide. The 54 gets me loose, almost turned around a little bit. He actually gets involved with Henry in the 7 in the back. He's having some internet issues. I make a move on the 43, get past him. Then I go and make a move on the 26 and get to his inside right away. But back to Dylan in the 54 as I hit the wall. He is having some severe internet issues here in this race. He's actually going to park the car and disconnect here once we get to lap 5, and he gets last place in this race. But again, to remind everyone on what the playoff picture looks like, me and the 11 are locked in. The 26 and now the 54 is actually locked in after he retires because he'll get last place points. He will be in. The 26 is on the chopping block. The 43, who just passed me, is actually filling in for Iron in the 27. If he wins, Xenon in that 43, if he wins, then Iron in the 27 car gets up into the championship 4. Same thing goes with the number 7 of Henry. If he wins, he's in over the 26 of Rover. But as we see, the 43 has a not so great corner, and I get to his inside and make the pass. So now my eyes are set on the 26 of Rover, trying to probably get past him, but I could also push him up to this lead because I want him in this championship 4. I want to make it so there's no debating whether he's going to be able to get in or not. I want to be able to make sure he's in. I want to just give him a win, sort of. I'm pushing him, I'm pushing him through the little cookie cutter tri-oval. I'm not really trying to pass him in that corner there, but I am looking to the inside a little bit through this corner. I am still trying to look to push him. I let off a lot, but I look a little bit inside, but I give him another push. This is more to catch up to the 11, because even though he's my teammate, he's technically my championship rival. As I make a move on the 26, I put him in the wall pretty much. And I'm to his inside now. Through turns 3 and 4, we stay solidly side by side. Through the corner, out of the corner, we're still side by side. Through the little cookie cutter tri-oval again, I do clear him. And now I just kind of stick on this inside line because I haven't really found a different line that's worked crazy good yet. But the 26 actually gets a run from the 43 in the back and is able to catch up a little bit through the corner, but I'm able to stay far distance away from him. So we're going to skip ahead to lap 12 when I actually get side by side here with the 11 through the corner for just a split second, but he's going to stay in the lead. I actually get in the wall there a tiny bit out of the corner. But this 26 has also followed me up here. He's been able to keep the draft and follow me up to the lead car of the 11. 26 falls back a little bit there. As I gain more on this 11 car, I go to the very inside where he's going. I brake hard and early in the corner, but we both get in the wall. I'm gaining on him through this straightaway, whatever you want to call it. And I look to the outside, then go back inside because I saw him slide up the track to try and block. But I do not have a great corner trying to keep it off him, and he stays the lead, but he clears himself just a bit, and both of us are going to have a back corner. The 26 pushes me up, then I push the 11 up into the wall. I lose position, but the 11 keeps the lead and has it strongly. So 43 is going to get a run on me. I gave the 26 a run on the 11. He's now going to go and try and fight for the lead. As you see, the 43 and 7 get into frame just a little bit. 43 still in frame, 7 just now coming back into frame. As the 26 looks to the inside, I'm going to give him a push to try and take the lead. He stays on the inside. The 11 is going to get into the wall. I'm going to get to the 26's left rear on accident, push him up the track, and get to his inside. So now at this point, I'm just trying to overtake, but he is able to hold through that middle line so much better than I am on the inside line that he gets past me. So now he's looking to the outside for a moment of the 11. The 11 slides up, blocks his move. I send it into the corner, and it doesn't work out for any of us. So now I push Rover in the 26. I look for the inside for a second, but then the 43 goes to my inside. Then Roblox physics happen. I'm pushing the 26 up into the wall pretty much. And now me, the 26, and 11 are all kind of fighting for the lead a little bit. The 26 gets back to that back bumper, and he's actually going to move the 11 out of the way. Is going to be able to get to the inside, and will most likely get to the lead here, as that inside line usually is able to get to the lead. As the 11 goes way high in the corner, trying to get a run through and out of it, and he's going to, but it's not going to be enough as I give the push to the 26, and he is going to take the lead. And at this point, I want to push him out and try and get him a win, because it'd be cool to see him win. If you've seen anything on what the next season is going to be like in this league, if you saw any of the podcasts Oda had made, you will know some of the situations going into next season. All I will say is me and Rover will have a very strong connection this next season of the league. But he messed up a little bit through the corner, so I'm actually going to take the lead here. Even though I want to push him to the win, I'm going to take the lead. A win is a win. It's more points than anyone else is going to be able to get. But the 26 and 11 actually get into it. 43 actually overtakes both of them and is going to get to the lead. The 11 had something catastrophic happen and had to fall all the way to the back of the field. The 26 still looking to get to the 43, but I'm going to say in the lead is 43 cut a little bit. We're going to skip ahead to when the 26 gets to the back bumper to the inside in turns 3 and 4 on lap 23. Coming to lap 24, we're side by side through the front stretch. He has the lead now. It's going to have the inside line, but he's on the apron pretty much, slows him down a good amount. I'm in this middle line. I'm still trying to figure it out, as people have been able to overtake me using it, but Rover in that 26 is able to get past me here through the corner, but I bump him out of the way. I'm going to almost clear him, and I will through the front stretch. 43 follows suit. We're all with each other as the 26 Roblox physics happen, and he goes flying through the air in turn 2. I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but the setups here changed from the last time we were here early in the season. That stuff happens a lot more often now. That Roblox physics stuff happens so much now because the tire pressures are really high. Causes stuff to fly up in the air. As we restart, 43 forgot that we were racing and just didn't go. So the caution is going to wave here to reset the field pretty much. Me and the 11 are just racing just in case he's going to count positions from the restart. So I make sure I'm going to be in the lead, but he gets the inside, but I have enough of a run through the corner to have the lead and make sure I will be starting P1. But we just reset the field how it would have been. So this next restart, we're on lap 27. We basically just did an extra lap for no reason. As I go to the middle, allow the inside to be open, allow the 11 to get there. The 43 pushing, kind of just surveying both of our lines, seeing what he can do to get past. The 11 still on this inside. I'm on the middle to like high line, and he's going to be able to stay on this inside, and he's going to be able to clear me. The 43 getting a push from the 7 is going to also get past me. And I'm just kind of stuck in this outside. I'm scared here. The 743 goes side by side, almost put me in the wall. As now they're having a little bit of issues. 43 goes up the track, gets into me. Then the 7 gets turned around after he came up the track. He's going backwards. The backwards era is back, but that is until he hits the wall and goes into the catch fence and absolutely kills his car. Caution will wave as we are over halfway through this race now, coming up on lap 30. Every one of us are going to keep our positions pretty much from where we are right now, because no one is going to wreck and lose positions. As you see the 7 in that infield right there, bad wreck for him. As now we'll restart on lap 30, and the 11 still dominating this race. He's been leading the majority of this race. I look to the inside immediately of the 43, and I'm going to be able to stay on his inside. He gets into the wall, moves down the track, moves both of us down the track, but I actually clear him somehow down the backstretch, and I'm able to get past, and now I can set my eyes on the 11. I have a huge shot out of the corner. As you see behind me, the 26 now into third place. I'm chasing down this 11, trying to see if I can get the lead back somehow. Even though I've barely had it this race, it would be amazing to have. The 26 gets past the 43 comfortably. He actually hits my back bumper just a bit through the corner, but he's going to give me a push out of the corner and going to allow us to catch even more up to this 11 car, as we're only 2/10 behind, as the leaderboard says. But the 26 gives me a huge shot in the middle of the corner, is going to get past me. I'm now trying to defend on this 43. I have not fared well in this race. I am not as dominant as I was in the first Vegas race of the season, my first C2 race. I am nowhere close to as dominant as I was. I was thinking going into this race, oh, I'm going to dominate once again because I was so good here at the first time. No, it's been the complete opposite. I've been in third or second the majority of this race. 43 actually looks to the inside through the corner, but I send it deep into the corner, try and stay clear of him, but he's going to get to the inside and make sure he's going to be able to get the next position here. So he's going to stay on this inside. He's going to send it somewhat deep into the corner, but has to brake very hard so he doesn't wreck us. Then I get in the wall. 43 gets into me. I am fading away from the guys up in the lead. 43 gets past me. He gets somewhat tight through the corner. We actually go 3 wide. I wall ride just a tiny bit. But the 7 now gets to the inside. The 43 goes from third to last here in an instant. I'm still side by side with the 7 car. We just about lock bumpers, and the 43 goes up and over somehow over the 7. They both wreck, and I'm somehow going to be in third now after they both wreck. You can see the carnage in the back. Not many good replays of that, as I will be in third place here, as the 26 now in his second is going to have a shot on this restart to be able to get to the 11 and get to the lead. He gets a push right away. He's to the back bumper of the 11. I'm going to give him a push, and he's going to get to the inside here, and is going to take the lead at Vegas with only close to 20 laps to go. I think it is 20 laps to go on the dot right now. But he clears, gets put in the wall a little bit by the 11. He's going to get to the inside now. I'm going to also go to the inside. The 11 goes up the track. I get to his inside, push him up the track. He gets in the wall. I now take the lead, third to first. As the 26 now right behind me, I send it deep into the corner, allow the 26 to my inside. But I get a push from the 11. I'm going to get away from all of them here. As the 26 looking to try and do something, but I am in the lead. They are a very chaotic pack. Behind me is the 26 gets a huge run. I block it, go really low on the track, have a horrible entry into the corner. 26 is going to get to my inside. He's going to get a push from the 11. Now I'm stuck on this outside through the front stretch. 43 also gets a huge run. Everyone is just training right past me. 17 laps to go, and I am stuck on this outside line as the 11 makes a move to the inside of the 26, and he's going to get the lead. I look to try and clear the 43, but it doesn't work. I get into the wall again. The 7 makes it 3 wide through the corner. I try and clear. I get him up in the air a little bit. We're still 3 wide through the corner. We're still wrecking. We're beating and banging. All of this. The 7 finally backs out. Then the 43 sends it in the corner. We go 3 wide again for a brief moment. And we have fallen back a lot from the leaders now. So I'm going to try and get past the 7, but I right rear hook him into the wall, into the catch fence, and going to crash him out as me and the 43 are now going to battle for this position. The 26 and the 11 up ahead. The 26 gets to the inside. 43 up against the wall is just about going to wreck me. The 26 again on the inside right now. Going to try and keep the lead, but he goes up the track and is going to allow the 11 to the inside and is going to give him the lead going into this restart with only 14 laps to go. Do a little drift to stop, and now we're back in pretty much the same position we have been for a lot of this race. The 11 in the lead, the 26 in second, me in third. I am going to try and get this 26 a win on the season. I don't want him to be winless on the year. I want him to get a win, especially going into next season, where he will have a much more reduced role in my mind when it comes to his spot in the league. He will not be a team owner next year, as his team MMS will actually be shutting down. If that doesn't give you a hint to what me and Rover might be doing, I don't know how much more of a hint I need to give before the reveal. But enough with that. The 26, the 11 break really hard into the corner. We go 3 wide for the lead. We're still 3 wide through the front stretch. Still 3 wide, and we all get into it a little bit. I push the 26 up the track. He pushes the 11 up into the wall a little bit. 26 actually gets the worst end of this, as they are still very chaotic in the back. The 26 still in third. The 11 is going to block him. He's going to get to the inside just a bit. I'm trying to stay out in front of him just barely. The 11 goes up in the air a little bit, and I'm going to keep the lead somehow. I'm trying to stay in front, get a push from the 11, and I do go up to pretty much 200, which is very rarely seen here. I'm up on the wall. I'm losing ground doing so, and the 11 gets the inside and is going to be able to take the lead here in this race. Coming to 10 to go, he's going to be able to clear high. 43 gets a run. He also has the chance to move the playoffs around, but he disconnects a little bit. He lags out. Rex himself gets the 11 up and over and ruins the battle for the lead. Not his fault at all, but a very unfortunate time to lag out for him as the 26 gets to my inside. But the 7, the guy fighting to get into the playoffs, needs a win to make the playoffs, is now in the lead right ahead of the guy that he's battling with to stay in. So now he has the lead, 9 laps to go. The 26 immediately gets to the inside. The 11 gets past me. I'm back down to 4th. The 26 gets a push from the 11. They get into it up in the front. The 26 out in the lead. Finally has the lead in one of these races. As I get into the 7 a little bit, the 11 going to be able to get past. He is going to stay in second. I get up to third as the 7 and 43 now back into 4th and 5th, as they have been for a lot of this race. I get a huge run through the corner. The 11 looking to bump the 26 out of the way. He gets loose doing so and is going to stay behind the 26. So we now have 7 laps to go here at Vegas. 26 still leading. I want to give him the lead. So I bump the 11 out of the way, or at least try to get to his inside. Hits him into the wall and I want to push the 26 to this lead. I don't want him to lose this race, so I just stay behind him. I'm trying to give him subtle pushes, trying to give him good pushes out of the corners. I get into the 11 a little bit, but now I'm stuck onto this back bumper of the 26. I am trying to give him the win in this race. I do not want to win this race, really. I mean, it'd be cool to do, but I want to give him the win here. I'm trying to stay in second. I tried this here at Kansas in D1, and it did not work. Trying to push the guy in the 11, Tanuki, trying to push him to the lead, and it all crumbled on the final lap. But, as you see, the 11 gets to my inside. But I stay on this middle line, going to keep battling with him as the 26 is pulling away, which I want to happen. I want him to stay out in the lead right now. I want him to win this race. The 11 gets past me, but I cross him over, get back to his inside, battling with him. 4 laps to go. 26 still comfortably in the lead. I'm trying to battle as hard as I can with the 11 to slow both of us down, but he rips the high side and is going to get past me, going to get a shove from me. The 7 has caught back up, going to give me a push into the corner. I'm going to look to the outside, then he pushes me again to be able to get to the inside of me going into the front stretch as the 11 immediately has already caught up to this 26 car with 3 laps to go. The 7 has passed me. I give him a shot into the corner. The 11 is to the back bumper of the 26 right now for the lead. The 43 hits a wheelie down the backstretch. No caution is called. He saves it. But now I'm looking to hope that this 26 of Rover can keep the lead, but he allows the 11 to the inside, but he's able to clear the 11 through the front stretch and keep the lead through the corner. The 11 still on his back bumper. Gets him to move up the track a little bit, gets to his inside. I'm in third just watching all this happen. 26 tries clearing. The 11 goes up in the air, up and over into the catch fence. 26 slow for some reason, stops on track, and is going to ruin both of their chances at the moment of winning this race. And I am going to be in the lead somehow. I'm going to Kyle Busch my way into a lead, possibly a win. It's now the 7 behind me. I do not want to give him the win. I do not want him getting in over the 26. No offense to him, but I really want this 26 to get into the Champ 4 in his final season with MMS, with that team being a thing. So I am blocking the inside hard. The 7 gets a huge shot from the 11. Through the corner, we're coming to the white flag, but the 11 and the 7 get into it. They wreck. The caution comes out before I cross the line, and we are going to have a second overtime attempt here. So the 7 is going to stay in second. He jumps to start a little bit, has to let off. The 26 is actually into third. He's going to try and overtake, get into second a little bit here. Sends the 7 up the track, but I had the lead comfortably, shaping up to be just like how it was the first time around. People are going to mess up in the end of the race, and I'm going to just be able to zoom away from everyone. They go 3 wide. They just about wreck coming to the line, but they cross it, and we're going to be at the white flag. Going to be able to make this race official. The 26 and 11 battling right now. It's safe to say, as long as I do not mess up through turns 3 and 4 or on the front stretch, I will win, and the final 4 will be a race between me, the 11 of Tanuki, the 54 of Dylan, and the 26 of Rover as we head into Martinsville for the Championship 4.